Poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you're too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the park and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, in that win over New England.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The tight end in motion right. And the tight end goes in motion left. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Tap the 60, tap the 60. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Bills had 10-5 to start play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, you had the punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's man. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown, Bills. Kyle Pitts, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And that one makes it 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's Bass now to send it away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Okay, ready? Check pass, 19 right, Dragon 60, Buffalo 18.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Hey, check that, street.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down.
Ready? 60 Maverick. 18, Pioneers, 79 Broncos.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Cut my team! Cut my team! Hurt!
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 yards there for number 15.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
Hey, check that. Unlock line.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Ready?
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Room here to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 88 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
In motion left goes a tight end. Right back to him on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Second down at 6 now from the 42. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That good for 19 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Just beat the play clock. Touchdown! A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And this is caught on the sideline, and he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
19.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They show great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A gain of 32 that time. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now back to throw. Flushed out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Takes this to the 27, giving 4 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he's got some space here. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
And how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here, Herbert. Steps away, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. It's fielded at the 45. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And, Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll set up to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Bills send the punter out as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down near his goal line here, Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a 1st down, and 1 less down to try and get it.
Back to throw here. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage. An even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Bass is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's
oh, no, he lost the football. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making a play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Herbert now to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. It's a big play there for Miami. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Bills 24.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by Pitts, and he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Ready. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
60.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Let's go now.
In motion comes the tight end left.
70. Tight.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Okay, ready.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
19 right.
On play action, they'll throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 18 Pioneer.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Miami, they get the critical victory to move them to 9-7 now.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games, no swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that